You. Hold on. Alright, that's sorry. Oh, which light am I? Alright. Show 2 of 2022. Without much further ado, because we're starting late today. Why is the lighting this way? Hold on. This is the full look for the day. Hold on. I'm wearing this t-shirt, which I really, really love. Excuse that lighting. It is horrible. But yeah, I really love this. And I'm wearing jeans. You can't see it, but I have on sneakers for today. Raise my leg that high. Anyways, I'm just going to drop this here and we'll start the show because we are quite late. Oh, we have let me see if I can. We're setting up today. We have my camera never okay. Setting up, we have full 3 cameras today. Sorry. Okay, the light is so bright. But yeah. Alright. Now I'm going to okay, I'm just gonna drop this. When someone help me. Something is wrong. Yeah, that is more like it. Hold on. Okay. Is this still the radio thing?
No. Some girl is sharing with us her first time in Nigeria.
Oh, okay.
And I'm reading people's comments.
Is it the one that talked about traffic?
Yeah, where she said she made her first accident. So listen, how can you make your first accident? She said literally milk and bread is the cheapest food in Nigeria. Somebody said, are you sure you came to Nigeria? And she's talking about recharge cards. And somebody was like, the last time they bought recharge cards like 2018. I don't remember.
Do they still sell recharge
cards? I was going to ask. So I'm wondering where she's getting all this information from. Hey. She said Fanta is the cheapest drink in Nigeria. Okay.
This one is poor. Must everybody do podcasts? Don't call out the name. Just I'm live on YouTube. But have you seen what's happening here?
Isn't that mad blue or whatever?
Yeah, it's him.
What is he doing? Because I see they use one corner with darkness.
Do you understand? Like, what is this?
They borrowed his palo.
I don't think he's the owner. I don't know who is the owner, but it is whack. Okay, let me just send you. I've not outlined everything because honestly, to start and write this story, it did my head. What the Tiwa has senses and disease. Sophie just sent that one also.
So far as
Cease and desist.
Who?
The Tiwa.
Okay.
No. Look at what I sent. See if you like that or that. Today.
I'm so professional TikToker. That part is a TikToker.
He started on TikTok. He didn't start on Instagram. Did you see the doing video also on channels?
If I'm saying someone or if I'm seeing someone,
it's supposed to be same. If I'm saying someone, if I'm dating. Your life on my yes.
Oh.
So the answer is done.
I was supposed to go for my shoe from Zoe. I didn't go for my shoe.
I want to.
You have to cover my leg. Use the table to cover my leg.
Our legs not even show to begin with.
Okay, I'm supposed to match.
Yeah, please.
This mic
Nana?
used to be from inside.
Mm-hmm.
Can you wear it? So
When?
the cable will not be coming out. You know, you're wearing him already.
Okay.
Yeah, we're live.
Nana, I think I might need your help. No vex, okay. Sure.
Remember, there's mic on you, Nana. So
Oh, yeah.
carry
yeah.
it at once.
Hold on. Don't worry. I think I. Oh,
I have to charge my phone. My phone is dead.
How can your phone be dead?
I've been pressing
Okay,
that
Nana, I
since
need you.
yesterday.
Your phone is low.
Is your mic behind mic? The long mic?
What do you want?
Like, I'll lift up the clothes. You have to put your hand inside.
Yeah.
And, yeah. Can you feel it? Oh, see. It felt where I didn't know it was. Okay. So I should just click it myself now.
Please
Yeah.
connect there.
It's on silent. So which one are you gonna use?
She will speak. I know the story. I know the story.
Eh?
My battery is dead.
Ah. Oh, that's what you mean.
I did it.
Okay, please can you throw the yellow pillow while you're there? Oh. Thank you.
Shit.
Please come and put this one.
Which one?
This.
To cover her legs.
Okay.
Okay, mine.
Yeah.
Follow me, Dina, no phone, because
Okay, I will just
okay, ma'am.
balance.
Oh, no.
This
It's
is
stopping
alive.
me.
Why are you saying it loud?
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
You have, So you know the full Tiwa Saga thing?
Let me know if it's not showing for sure. Tiwa Sawa. I don't know that story. Some people are saying that it started with she taking a picture with Sophia. Some people also saying that.
It started with that.
Hey, voila. Which people's fight there?
I'm adding something. I don't know.
What are they even fighting for? Say?
But actually, that voice notes.
I don't want to. Nana?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Check your WhatsApp. Oh, shit. Okay, hold on.
You don't want to say it loud.
I don't want to say it loud, so I want to show you. I don't know if you saw this video because we are small. I don't know if you saw this video. This is the second one I have seen. I want to add something. I'll show you. Hold on. Where is it? This is the second one, by the way, I've seen.
Oh.
This is the second one
I
I've
saw
seen
one
in the
last
past
week.
two. Exactly. So this is what I want our final thing to do.
No, not fine. My mom is dead.
Okay.
Okay, Nana.
Yeah.
Just say something.
Hi. There was one story I also saw on Twitter where the girl was talking about how she was able to get married to.
So this is it. This will be the final thing. You understand what I mean by this? And then, we'll talk. It's us.
No problem.
So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that's fine.
There was one ex-user who was also talking about how her cheating boyfriend got married to her. Okay, so she went to her boyfriend's house to go and clean and everything. She went to sleep. Then his side chick came to the house. And she was fighting. So he was fighting with his side chick that she to be in the house and this kind of stuff. You understand? So one thing led to the other, she came to me the girl in the room. She wanted to fight with her, but she didn't fight with her. But at the end of the day, she's now married. The girl is now married to the guy.
The side
Now,
chick
people
is
are
not
now
married,
no.
so-
People
Why
are
did
now
she come
saying
and
that,
tell us?
how are you like able to get married to somebody who cheated on you and you don't see anything wrong with it?
Well, some people cheating is not a deal breaker. I am one of those people that cheating is not a deal
It's not
breaker.
a deal breaker. Wow.
Again, it depends on the way you cheat. Can I say that? It depends on the way it
Really?
is. Yeah.
So yesterday,
Things are
somebody
really
asked me a
different.
question. He was like, if I was supposed to marry,
Why
would
are
I
you always
have?
asking you
He
this
said, would
question?
I have an issue with him taking a second wife?
You say yes. A capital resounding yes.
So it's
You won't have. Why?
never,
Why?
never. One, that guy, he doesn't have time. So the 10%, I'm supposed to get married somebody like that. I'm going to take second wife. You don't have time. I think it's a fantasy. He really wants to get married to 2 wives. So he was asking how.
Sorry, let me come again. You are okay with him having 2 wives?
No.
Okay, that's what I'm saying now. When I
thought
said
you
yes,
said yes. So.
no, a yes as in you have a problem with it. Yes. You have a
Oh,
pro-
okay.
Oh,
Okay, I
now
didn't
that's why when I was
understand.
like, I know her.
Me.
No.
Why would I like allow my husband to get married to another?
At least he's upfront about it, isn't it? Are we ready to start?
Yeah.
Okay.
He
Okay.
was not telling me that I know between your no, there's a yes. I said, guy, you are dreaming. You don't know for women that will do that with you. Me.
It is not I.
Our parents that how she was able to make all her stepchildren fall in love with her. And when your mom died, my grandmother is the one now enjoying from her stepchildren. Then I said that one is them. They did well.
I say something.
Hi Victor, we've been here for like
Okay.
an hour.
Okay.
Which hour? We've been here for longer than an hour.
Cut it
Mr.
short.
Pastor Chris, and he's the next person to attack after TV Joshua.
Pastor doesn't have time for the things of the world. Huh?
There was a time they wanted to attack him when his wife, they said your pastor was cheating.
They don't even have the thing. If they like,
See,
They started saying that he's white. When he doesn't put on white, he doesn't do miracles. I remember that story.
my pastor doesn't even have time for them.
Oh, God, no. Christ
They
embassy.
now take out
There was
TV
a time
Joshua,
you guys were trending.
take out TV Joshua and DSTV. Hey, we will have our own TV station. We will have our own satellite. So they can't even attack
Your
us.
own is free to air now.
the way I am looking at you, Victor, if you have evidence right now that your pastor did something bad,
No.
you still defend him.
His pastor is going to be good in his eyes.
No, me, I don't. The one thing is, I can never criticize any pastor. No matter, even I know he did the thing or he did not.
I
You
remember
just
that
touch
period.
number
I
and
can
everything.
never talk. I can never criticize any pastor. I can never talk anything against any pastor. Even if he did something. Even when they were talking about this thing,
See, Joshua.
not TV Joshua, the one that happened in Aquarium. Anybody that says it that disconnects with you.
Okay, this pastor, the one at
the evening church.
Evening church.
Try it.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
I don't have.
I understand you not talking about them, but you now said you disconnect
Disconnect
with
them.
them. Why?
Disconnection in terms of you are saying it at the present.
Just avoid the
leave-
conversation.
Okay,
I
leave
can't
the
join,
com-
so I don't need to be part of. You don't know the truth and you are criticizing someone.
But if somebody,
Victor is better. There's somebody in this office. If you talk against, I go to the same church with her, but I think I don't act like that. If you talk against that pastor, forget it. That is it. You're in trouble.
You see, it's taking me to something I literally just saw on Instagram, and this girl said, you know your role models can be wrong. They're humans. They're allowed to make
So
mistakes.
some people they don't make mistakes. So
Oh,
I remember when
me that is talking.
Remember when-
Beyonce can do no wrong. Hello, hi.
when BTS can do no wrong
BTS
for
can
you.
do no wrong.
So you see,
Hello.
it's individual, but
But let me put it this way. It doesn't mean I won't acknowledge that they've done wrong. It's just that you won't hear me talk about it.
exactly.
Let me put it this
But
way.
you have
For
to
instance,
acknowledge-
when they were dragging Chrissy Teigen online, I just kept quiet. I didn't mention anything about Chrissy Teigen that
But you
period.
did very
Because
well.
I know very well that dragging, she low-key kind of did. No, high-key deserved it. What she did wasn't right. Period. Like, I will see inside amongst a fan, I'll say, but that thing is not good. But if it's for me to sit down with you and talk about it, it will never
Just like
happen.
having a child, you don't talk about your child in front of people.
My own,
When you are with your
this
child, you
BBC's. This man was alive since.
They did the thing before now.
This
Before
guy
he
didn't
died.
bring it out.
They did it before he died, please.
Maybe it
Victor,
was
let's-
already.
He didn't bring it out. It just recent now the video came out.
No,
What
what
I'm
she's
saying
trying to say that
is
it was
it's a
recorded.
documentary.
They were
A
comparing it.
documentary is not done in one day. They started the documentary before he died, and he died few days
And
after
first,
they
we need to
started.
know who are these BBC? Who did this? What is the agenda?
Somebody said
The
that,
agenda is to
until
uncover
BBC
something. Why did they do
Somebody
any
said that
documentary?
until BBC is able to do a documentary on why Africans were slaves and some stuff, There's no way BBC have any right to talk about anything African men do.
And because first, they are the one that even put us in slavery.
But you know that recently they actually did, it was not a documentary show, but then they stumbled a synagogue, one of these Israelites, you know,
Jews.
they're underground.
It
This
was
one.
that BBC.
It was
No,
not
BBC,
BBC.
this one
This
That I
is
saw that one.
Israel soldier
Yes.
that they were saying child trafficking for years, for almost how many
No,
years?
that. Please let's move on and do
Those ones, I'm
story,
not
please.
surprised because when they are movies, they used to be very
Calm down.
okay, sorry, you're alive. Doesn't mind my business.
Yeah.
Let's start. We are starting with Tiwa, yeah? That's a
Okay.
long one.
Alright. Let's go.
Mboku has a clean camera, me and I said,
I was going to say your
No, it's sorry.
almost every TV station is doing a live YouTube
Okay.
it was Silver Beach they're doing.
Everybody has always been doing live. Channels have always been doing
Up
live.
and
Are we
down,
ready
up
to
and down,
start?
yeah, like,
Yes, yes.
Okay, so let's go on. Now these are already 12:07.
that's what I'm saying now. Let's go.
1, 2. Am I starting?
So this is your camera. So Nana is yours.
Anyone.
We have 3 today. Let's celebrate.
Yes. And you know when I'm around, I have power.
Power, that's why it doesn't make us do our show around this time.
Anyway, let's start.
Yeah.
Are you starting?
I feel like, yeah, I'm starting. I feel like we should do banter stunts. I don't know.
Banter.
You're always better at it than me.
Banter.
Anyway, let's go.
Okay, let's do it. Ready?
Mm.
You coming, right?
Yeah, I'm coming.
Alright. Let's go.
Oh, I'm starting.
I thought you were starting though. Oh, I'm starting.
When you said you were coming
Okay.
down,
I thought you were
meant
going
I'm
to start.
starting.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah, no grief for anybody.
Oh, that's a good way to start. Even though, okay, I understand. That's a good way to start.
So you can start with
Yeah, I
it.
understand.
Alright.
Okay, this is our official start time for camera.
Mm.
Now I feel awkward. Okay, so the whole slogan for this year has been no grief for anybody. So have you grieved for anybody this week?
Not even the devil.
Why would you agree for the devil in the first place?
Not even the devil.
By the way, the Nigerian police have a problem with that no grief for anybody. So, just so you know.
That one is their own business. You have to understand why they're actually doing that.
Anyways, you are welcome to Chat Circle. I am your host, Asian Nkut.
And my name is Nana Bena. Social media has been, I think this year, the intention was, just as you said, no grief for everybody. And our intention was that we're not going to allow violence. We're going to move smoothly. But unfortunately, fortunately, this week has been one of, or should I say, it's not individuals, but let's say our celebrities or our favorites are the ones who basically have been on the violence part, revealing and truths and stuff. We don't, I'm not going to say truth because we don't know most of them. So allegedly truths and stuff.
Yeah, basically, if you are, I think everybody that is on social media in Nigeria will.
Sorry.
Inbox silence. You say let's go again.
Yeah.
I think everybody that was on social media in this week on Nigeria, they know what we're about to start. So we're just going to get into it. The very first story on our social media trends is, I don't even know if to call it saga, between Tiwa Savage, Sophia Momodu, and Davido.
Rich people misunderstand.
Because they're not in my tax bracket. Anyways, for purposes of anybody who is watching that doesn't know what happened, it came out, I think T-Bills is the one who first spoke about it. T-Bills, who is Tiwa Savage's ex-husband, the father to her son. And he said something to Davido, you know, basically saying this, Davido is disrespecting Tiwa, and who does he think he is, that if anything happens to Tiwa, you know, it just came out of nowhere. So we didn't know what had happened until, I think just a day after, Tiwa, they now posted, a blog now posted a cease and desist letter that Tiwa's lawyer sent to Davido, and then information started trickling in. So basically, the point of contention is that Tiwa posted a picture with her and Sophia on, you know, Sophia, who is Davido's first baby mama. That's the mother to his first daughter. Sorry, and Davido went into her DMs and, you know, started talking out of order to her about, okay, this is the person I've been asking you to please talk to her for me, so that her child, his daughter, could come over and spend the Christmas holiday with them in St. Kitts, I believe they were at, and you didn't, and then you are posting you enjoying. I think some things were said, and then I don't know, he used some words on Tiwa or something like that, and
Okay, so when I saw that post, first of all, we are individuals.
Mhm.
For instance, you and I have a level of friendship, but there are some certain things you wouldn't ask me to go and do on your behalf. Some people are not huge fans of involving themselves in family matters or being third wheel. In as much as we all know these guys had a history where it was a part where there was a time when she even said she has slept over at his place before and everything.
no, they have such a close history, so I believe
Yes.
he's
So I
right in
think
asking that.
he felt like, I don't know Shara, but let me just say I feel like he felt like, okay, because of that kind of closeness, I know you should have it, you have that say in when it comes to, you have that way of, I'm not going to use the word removing, but you have that part where you can be able to talk to Sophia to be able to allow me see my daughter. But I'm also looking at the what ifs. What ifs maybe probably she might have said it or talked about it, and it was very difficult. What if maybe that picture or wherever that event, it's a way of, oh, let me go for events once more, I will bringing it out, and then she's going to. So I just felt like, in as much as there was this, I feel betrayed, there was also a bit of misunderstanding between these two. That's what I feel. I feel like there's a misunderstanding between the two of them and not concluding. Now, Sophia has, like, how do I call it? She has a voice of her own. She has her own mindset. We've all been following most of her stories, most of her attacks and stuff. She doesn't look like somebody that is easily said that, oh, go and do this, go and do that. So I just feel like there's a lot of what ifs around it. Then for it to come out, first of all, I know T-Bills, in as much he's that kind of father that, in as much as I don't have anything to do with my family anymore, she's still the mother of my child, and you have every right to respect. But for me, I feel like these guys actually have their own history going on. And then this also came up, and it's another way of trying to say much about this.
Okay, so first of all, Sophia traveling or going somewhere with Tiwa with their kids is not out of order. I've seen them do that before in the past.
A lot of.
And Jamil, Tiwa's son, is actually best friends with Imade. They are very close. I think Davido's anger was more or less like he feels Tiwa has picked her side and it's Sophia's side, and obviously that's not sitting well with him. Now, we do not know what has happened between Sophia and Davido. We've heard everything she has said. So far, he hasn't really said anything apart from jabs here and there, But it is alleged that he has stopped taking care of Imade because Sophia alleged, we do not know how true that is, that he asked, her to sleep with, him. And there's also the other school of thought that says whenever Sophia, him and Chioma has an issue, she still wants to be seen. There's a level of, I don't know, something she wants from him that he is not offering, based off of, no, I cannot disrespect my wife that way. And then, but see, whatever the case may be, I don't even want to talk about Sophia and Davido's issue. If indeed Davido threatened her, that's Tiwa Savage, and said, I'm sending boys for you or something like that, that's way wrong. And this is me being a huge Davido stan. I'm not going to sit down here and say, you don't know what has pushed him. No. Yes, you might not have seen your child, whatever. But threatening somebody who is a third party in the people's issue is really, and this is your friend, because he's friends with Tiwa, except they're no longer friends now, I guess. And then Tiwa went as far as sending a cease and desist. That means this is something very serious. I've also seen another one recently.
It's just for instance, I'm so sorry to interrupt. Just for instance, he's friends with Tiwa Savage. Tiwa Savage was very also close to Wizkid. Why didn't that actually affect their friendship?
Do you understand?
So why is it that this particular one?
Okay, that's
so I just feel like there's a lot.
There's so much we do not know.
Understand? Because he and Wizkid have not even been friends for how long? But Tiwa was able to balance their friendship. She's able to talk to you. She's able to talk to him, feature his videos, feature his songs. There's a whole lot going on.
So I get that we are so invested in these people, but some people make takes online and they conclude as if they know everything that is happening. I cannot 100% say the video is right. I cannot also say 100% that Sophia is wrong, because I do not wear these people's shoe. My only thing is, if you are threatening somebody, saying that you're going to send boys for somebody, that's where you're wrong. Like that. And for her to have sent a cease and desist letter, I mean, in the words that leaked out, the image, the screenshots of the, let me say that again. I mean, in the Instagram image that leaked out, she started saying something about, oh, I was there for you when I was the first person who came when you lost your son, and he said, don't mention my son again. And it seemed as if she started talking about that out of before he said anything. But I don't think she would have brought that up. I feel like
I think she
we're
was
missing
trying
some.
to,
No, we're missing some messages. Let's be real. People on send messages on Instagram. We're missing some
people edit
messages.
messages.
Mhm. And then she said, "Don't you ever threaten me again," and stuff like that. So I just feel like he threatening her, if indeed he did that, was so out of pocket. And I mean,
But
she's,
I just hope they're able to.
they won't be able to sort this
If
out.
they're not able to, the
They won't
industry
be able
is
to
big.
sort
You
that.
guys should just continue giving us good music.
At the end of the day, because all this family drama and
So
thing,
much.
and like I am
So much.
actually tired of it.
I just feel bad that I just pray and feel bad that it doesn't actually affect the kids.
This
their
is what I
friendship.
wanted to say. It's very funny to me. Something has happened in that relationship because Davido that we know is a very, very involved father. So for him to all of a sudden 360, if everything we're hearing is true, there's so much more to it, I feel.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
There's a lot of question marks going on there.
there's so many question marks going on.
Mm.
Meanwhile, Sophia has also sent in her own cease and
That one
desist that
reply,
if everything,
is not-
if anything happens to her, that you know all
That one
those
is not
stories.
whiskey though. Whiskey is the only one who knows how to keep quiet on issue. So you need to be studying this whiskey attitude though. It not be everything. I wasn't even expecting her to reply.
No, come on, this is her now. She will always reply when she talks unprovoked.
Okay, sure. I
She
like
will
the way
always reply.
this
I
is
mean,
her.
we so much has been happening in this relationship. I mean, mostly started when she posted that whole conversation. Imade allegedly said to the grandma about how the grandma didn't come for birthday and how her. See, my own is I understand that people will have children together and they'll separate. When we start bringing in the children, that is where I have a problem. That is why on both sides, mother, father, you guys, I feel, is it not, people can have their issues and not bring in the children. I feel like it's doable. People are doing it, right?
Let's move on to the next one.
Okay, the next one is also one of the most talked about stories on social media this week. BBC released a 3-part documentary on the late Prophet TB Joshua. We had ex-members of the church coming into, they had allegations of rape, people being beaten, people being deprived of sleep, alleged accusations of some diabolical things going on also. And so, Nana, I don't know if you want to, I don't even know where to start from to unpack this documentary. It was a 3-part documentary, 51 minutes, I think, each.
Okay, so I think I'm going to be part of the people who have not really sat down to watch due to own personal reasons. Not because, first of all, I know a lot of people grew up watching Emmanuel TV. I didn't grow up watching Emmanuel TV. When you talk about my religious background, I could say that I also didn't grow up going for miracles and stuff. So the truth of the matter is, first reaction when I saw, I don't really know much about how these things are actually done. Now, first reaction or first thoughts that came in mind when I saw the video, I was like, okay, in as much as, okay, production delayed and everything, why now? What is the essence or what is the message being sent? What is the whole idea behind this particular...
Don't go far because I want to answer that why now question.
Okay, why now?
First of all, you said production delayed. If you watch the full thing, at the end of the documentary, they stated that they started these interviews before he died. Like literally before he died. And they've also reached out to the church and nothing has been said. Now, why now? The guest house that fell and over 100 people lost their lives, till today the people haven't gotten justice. In the documentary, they mentioned the fact that the Lagos coroner actually said that the building fell because of the structure wasn't done properly. Why now? People say they are still running church as if nothing has happened. In the documentary, he said an unknown aircraft was flying over the thing, and then minutes after the thing fell. Let me just land. This is my personal. No vex. This is my personal thing for that particular issue. This particular one where he said the aircraft flew around the building and the building dropped. I have never seen a load of bollocks like that before. How can who are you that people want to bomb your building and kill people inside? And then he made it seem like he was the target, but other people died. You didn't die, so how were you the target and try to point it as a betrayal?
So you see, as I said,
yeah.
this story, one of the reasons me actually stayed away, because me, I really don't have a lot of facts about it. Maybe probably I never really followed the whole, never followed TV Joshua. So probably it's just more or less there's the prophet called TV Joshua, synagogue, this, that. That was what I know. There's certain main keywords: miracles, church, synagogue, this. That is what I knew about. But for me to say I actually follow up with stories and stuff, it was not, if it wasn't for this documentary. I think there's certain things a lot of us didn't know. Now, in as much as some people don't believe, some people also believe the story. Others too came out trying to defend. Others came out. But I think what also made me, a part of me, feel like, okay, there could be something going on, some truth there, is when I saw his daughters. His daughters, and I was like, okay, that means, because I can't just wake up and talk about my dead father. It wouldn't make sense. Like, what am I getting from it? So the truth, as I said, this particular story hasn't really been like, it's more like I don't really know. The only thing, I'm just coming from the angle of, okay, why is it that it is now, we are now talking about it? What is the message? Is it like these are things that are happening, allegedly happening, or something? These are things that we actually hear almost every single time. So I don't know. The story just there for me.
I also knew of it,
but I just got my own reservations about it.
I never watched it. I never subscribed to the whole thing. It was quite funny because around when we were still talking about this, someone actually made a tweet on X and said, "Show me a Nigerian who said they've never been to TB Joshua's church or have never contemplated going to his church, and I'll show you a lie." And I was like, "Are you okay?" So many of us, I never subscribed to it.
I don't even know how to wanted to go. Like, it was not with you longer truth. Like, I'm growing, I'm a child. What am I?
Like, I never thought about it and said, oh, this is something I really want to know what goes on there. No. But anyways, there were allegations of people that were, quote unquote, trapped there for over a decade.
That part was that like our second slave trade going on or what?
No.
Like, I'm just wondering.
Oh, there was also an allegation where one of the his right-hand man, he said that he said that he was like, he's targeting the white people, that the same way they enslaved his forefathers, that he wants to enslave them.
Because mostly they were the ones who were staying inside.
There were South Africans, there were white people, and then Nigerians as well. And then also, when you say why now, Nana, this is not the first time. Two of the people featured in this documentary, they got together and they made a video. One even wrote a book about it, and she was silent. So this is not the first time that we have heard these things about this particular, synagogue, church. But this is the first time a platform as big as BBC is doing it. So when you say why now, it is not why now. It has been going on even when he was alive. I mean, I saw a video of the woman who, she was now like, she has to be wearing hijab because they sent people. I don't know how true these things are.
The thing is, like, we hear stories, but people are still going. Like, we are still
going. That is the one that shocks me.
We are still going. Because same way most of those, they're like, okay, out of curiosity, out of being, how do you go? You came, okay, 5 years, you were able to come out. You told people about it. But people will still want to go inside, go and check. Is it true? Is it real?
I don't understand, as an African and a Nigerian.
We're not born inquisitive like that too.
It is so easy for us. I'm sorry, this is not, I'm speaking in general terms now. It's so easy for us to be enslaved to anything. And when I say anything, I mean anything. Somebody can decide that this stone or this wire running across here, that this is the wire, and we say this is the wire, and you draw 100 people to start bowing down to this wire. Why do you people not ask questions? Why? I understand how manipulation, brainwashing works. I think I do. But for the life of me, Nana, I do not understand how somebody can make me go and stay in a place and I will not even smell the gate, except we are going on outing for church for over 10 years and I'm still there. They are flogging other. You see them flog people. You see them bring up girls. They are allegedly sleeping with you, and you're still saying this is God. And you're still reading the same Bible that he did not write, and you cannot discern that this is not what God is doing, nah, it baffles me to no end. It baffles me to no
I know,
end.
but I just pray that this documentary is able to open lots of eyes, and also one way or the other we're able to
Will it?
find some truth in this.
Ah,
I think at
the
the end of the
only-
day, it's the truth we are looking for.
The only people I pray for in these cases is if these things allegedly happened, I pray for peace for these people. Because
But the
I
truth is,
sat
after
down
this
and I
documentary,
watched.
I really don't know what next.
I sat down and I watched everything that those people said, and I could see the genuine. I could see the harm this thing caused for them. Some of them, some of the people were even. I feel they can even come out of it. But have you seen that one? His daughter outside married that at Joke. I watched that at Joke, and I do not see how that girl has not offed herself. Like I can see how, like, she doesn't know anything apart from the synagogue. And the day they said in front of
They don't go out. I heard
they
that
don't go
part.
out. She doesn't know. The day they sent her out is when she openly challenged her father in front of the disciples and said, I know what you do with this woman. You are raping people." They said everybody joined hands. He joined hands, beat her, and she was still saying this even that as a child. So what that thing has done to her psychologically, like, I cannot even begin to imagine. So my own is, I'm praying for peace for the people
But
affected.
I had to be able to come out.
And as for the rest of everybody that still, they'll say, I know we don't go to church we go to church for God, but there's a difference between your pastor doing something here and there with them saying a whole. I mean, people are still going to. Maybe it's people that are still going to do papa in Kosa. So, good luck to you people. I personally, I will serve God, read my Bible, and stay in my house. Amen.
Amen.
All right, now moving on. Again, we have some other controversial thing that has been happening. Tonto Dike recently arrested, the very controversial, and this will be the first and the last time, hopefully, that we'll mention his name on here. The very controversial, I won't even call him a blogger, online commentator, very dark man. She arrested him for all the things he has been saying about her mom, and her son online because of her involvement in the Mohbad case. So, online commentators, I know you follow quite a couple. Do you think that, I mean, when this particular person in question started, we saw how he came out as if he was a social activist and was calling out people, literally started by calling out people for not having NAFDAC number, and calling out skincare vendors and stuff like that, and then it turned to him personally attacking people's characters, families, and I'm like,
so first of all, I feel like Nigerians gave him some kind of platform. It's just like, for instance, I give you an apartment, do what you want to do. I just make sure you just use half of it, but then you decide to end up using the whole apartment when I didn't ask you to use it. So that is what it's looking like when it comes to this guy. Now, I've seen mutual friends comment, like this week, as well, a friend of mine who was a big face, he was like, look, I like the fact that you have your courage to be able to come out, you've been able to defend certain things, but sometimes when you don't have enough facts, don't come online to just talk and blab and say what you want to say. Now, I don't know how the category, or should I say, what makes you a celebrity, or what can make you a celebrity?
Because
in
he
Nigeria?
has plenty
Because
followers.
Nigerians have a way of just making
God.
you a celebrity, and you understand. Now, in as much as he has come once, maybe he has come through for certain people, one, maybe, but then the thing about this guy, he doesn't always get his facts right. Sometimes it's like he doesn't do research. If you're going to be a blogger, do it properly. Research, find your answers, find your stuff. Now, about people who are coming out trying to defend or support or do certain things about this Mohbad issue stuff, I just feel like at the end of the day, do what you have to do. But insulting or bringing their family in or trying to make it look like you are way better than they are or something like that, it's a no-no. These are women who have been there before you. I believe they're even far older than you. They've been in the industry for a very long time. And it's social media. What I want to do with my resource is my business. It's not your business. So you can't just come and then start talk about me. But
Talk about what they're doing, but bringing in family members and going as far as
exactly. That's
people.
why I was not really happy over the week when I saw one of our popular bloggers today, indirectly his post was looking as if he was actually supporting him. I was like, guy, you didn't even have to even comment at all. Like, leave him if he has. And then later, you announce that he has come out. He has come out. Then even if he comes out, it's going to be bigger. It's only Nigeria that people do
Come out of
and they go
cell
to cell,
and
they
do.
come out, become bigger.
Hey,
See Betty CEO, she went out for that one. I don't know if she became bigger or not.
I don't know if you became bigger,
Exactly.
but from
But I
day
just feel
one.
like let's support rights for once in this 2024. Support rights. Tell the truth when it has to be told.
Nana, I go as far as checking to see if a personal friend, there's a difference between me being a personal friend and me following you on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
I go as far as to see if a personal friend is liking a certain people's thing, and then I'll unfollow you, because if you are personal enough, I'll ask you, why do you support this person? I have one I'm going to ask now. After this, I'm going to ask, because I went out on his page yesterday. Not like I follow him, I just went because I wanted to get my facts right. I do. And then I went and I saw a friend of mine liking his post. So after now, I'm going to have a conversation and ask them, sorry, excuse me,
Why do you follow
Samman,
so-and-so?
why?
I feel like everybody follow. People have their reasons to
I
follow certain people.
no, I cannot follow people anyhow. Why? Okay, do you not?
Like,
I
for
don't know
instance,
about other people.
When,
I
like for instance, I
curate.
made a statement that we went off. I was saying that I would have stopped following this popular blogger that I felt like he. But another says
There's certain other things you're still gaining.
He like
Anyway,
the
you
jokes
have
and
a
those
point.
stuff,
You have a point.
Yeah.
But I personally, this is how I see my social media. If somebody disturbs me, if I know that when I see your post on my social media is going to cause me to think about your actions too much, I will unfollow you. I can still like you, but I just don't want you clogging up my timeline. And if you will cause me to think out of, I have muted a. Let me not say it will be too close to home. If I cannot unfollow you and you are that very close to me, I will mute you, because I really, really dislike seeing people on social media doing something and then I know that I know you and you don't do how you do.
When it comes to muting, I think I'm number one. Anything
so
that
when it comes to celebrities, for me, if it gets to me too much and I know that every time I'll see your post I'll be reminded of what you do and it will take 5 minutes away from
the
my
only time I
thinking
get to
time.
see what you're doing is through the blogs. If I don't think I'm
I'd
it's
rather
not
see
even about
through the
benefiting.
blogs.
If what you are doing is quite annoying, I don't follow everybody. Like, I'm not gonna follow you.
So
And
I'm
besides-
not adding to your number.
Exactly. I'm not even adding to half of your numbers, so I don't think it's even important for me.
But anyway, and in this particular
You
case, I'm going to
deserve
be
it.
very biased
You
and say that
deserve it.
exactly. I hope
I just pray you learn from it.
I really hope Tonto persecute him to death. I don't want her to go above the law, like within the confines of the law. If the case has to go to trial, let's go. Let's drag it out. I kind of want his wings to be, what's it called?
I don't think it's a club. I don't think
I don't
it's
think
ready.
so.
Like,
God.
it's not
Again,
ready.
like I said, Nigerians now we give this man this clout. I so dislike it so much.
We are recording.
But will you? Oh wow.
You can come. You've already finished. Let's finish. You can. We're
Sorry.
recording.
I didn't know if you were recording though.
We're recording.
They started late, so yes, we're recording. I
Wait.
didn't even know he was the one. I thought
I
it
think
was
he was
Victor
the one.
coming back.
I
I
think I
didn't
saw
see. I
it.
just thought it was Victor. I was still doing what I was
Like,
doing.
it was when he was coming to us. I was like, yeah, we are recording.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay, we're still on. All right, sir. The very
Let
dark
it
one.
know, please. I can't remember what I was saying.
The
Oh, what did Victor do?
talk about it. The very dark one.
So, where were we? I can't remember.
Okay, so in actual sense, all we can actually say right now is just as you said.
Okay,
we
yeah.
pray that Tutonike actually
Persecute
and
him
then
to
also
the last.
his wings.
And I know
think-
it will not be
they-
clicked,
they won't
unfortunately. Now he has he started off by saying he doesn't care for this
some
fame,
some
but we know he
Nigerians-
has tasted the
Some
fame. He doesn't want
Nigerians
to
have
let it
given
go.
him, even right now, they're giving the hope that guy will take your side.
I
You
mean,
talk
yeah, I
anything.
look at the
Those wins are not going to.
I look at the comment
anything.
section and people are saying the only person in Nigeria who was brave enough to speak up against this certain thing.
Even this
I'm
plateau,
like,
this
what are you
plateau
talking
staff,
about?
when he traveled to the village, what did he go and do? Wasn't his whatever, mineral, whatever he picked? What did he do? See, and then go to the next one.
He said the only brave. I'm like, what is he brave? What is he speaking about that you people are really doing?
We're all brave, oh. Just that we don't have data.
The thing is, we're all brave, but we mustn't put our mouth in things that do not concern us like that. And if we must put our mouth like we're putting our mouth inside the chat circle, you say it in a way that
Exactly.
you know. Anyways, let's go on to the lighter matters this time around. And
Okay.
from BB Niger, we have Doyin. She had an interview on Channels TV. She said a lot of things, but one of the highlights, I think, one of the things she said was that if she's dating someone and the person is living on the mainland, that the person will have to move to the island or else they cannot be together. But before you comment, let me give you the context because people do not listen to context. So they were talking about dating and stuff like that. And she's like, first of all, she's going to be working. Anybody she's going to be married to is going to be working. She wants to give her kids the things that her parents gave her, and that includes and the interviewer asked her what. She said it includes good schools, living in a good place, traveling, and the person was like business class. She said yes, it would preferably business class. That she's also working. She's also they are also trying together, but that wow.
Please go and tell them we're recording now.
Okay, YouTube live. I'm not gonna stop it, but this is what happens.
Tell them we're recording. How's the mic up?
Okay, was it generator?
We are not adding that Mommy's this story.
Why?
I must say, are we adding?
Yes, let's add it. That's another big thing that happened. But I think you have to, after this one, you come in with that one.
Okay.
You know more of the details. I am so clueless about that whole thing. I would rather not just.
For the past 1 week, I've literally been sleeping on X.
I haven't been on internet.
I've been building my.
Ooh.
This.
Okay, you said so last
This thing you just did, it looks like that video. Let me give me your phone. Let me show you. It looks like that video that.
Okay. Yeah. I was trying to see if I can light up. It doesn't even work. Yeah, it's not working. But yeah. Anyway. We are in Nigeria. Occasionally things like this happen. We do not have 24 hours. Except we supply it by way of solar generator or the power company, aka NEPA, aka PHCN.
Somebody asked me yesterday on X, have you been on this app?
Which app?
On X.
I haven't been on social media in general.
The guy actually asked me on, like, he wrote on my wall. He's like, he commented, like, he quoted one of my stuff. He's like, have you been on this app? I was like, yes, I have been.
Like how?
Like, I think I posted a picture and I was like, late nights, my show.
Okay, have you been on this app? Why you not see you before?
Yeah.
You fit go see the person where they find for there now.
He was shocked. He was like, you can see my special experience, like from the way he wrote the message.
That does he know everybody on that app, anyways?
Well, I don't know. There's some people that actually basically, you can't know everybody on X, but there's a community. There's a certain people that actually
you can't know
there's a certain people. And one thing I realized about X, when you retweet something, a particular story from like
so
more than 5 times, then that was when the kind of stories and all that keeps appearing. Until maybe you retweet a different kind of story. I'm always looking for the funny ones. Sometimes when I go to Instablog and I see maybe an ex-handler write something, I just look for their handle, go and then look for the story and then repost it again. Maybe I told him, he didn't go there. Unlike before that, to just come up from straight up. You should hurry up now. Tell me I'm recording with Victoria. What's the time?
12:40. Yeah, somebody's saying something about it. Okay, so after what was I doing story? I'll start by giving the context again. After that, you come in with the Wednesday thing.
Yeah, we're back. Let's go.
Okay.
That's correct.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm waiting for you.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, yeah.
Still rolling,
okay.
yeah.
Okay. All right. So to give context on the doing thing, she said that she wants to be able to give her, future children the same kind of life her parents gave her. That means to be comfortable, live in a good place, go to nice schools, to have vacations, and and the interviewer was like, that means travel first class. She was like, hey, preferably yes, travel not first class, sorry, business class. And that she said a lot, and then she said, of course, she's going to be working also, so it's not going to be only his effort. She specifically said she wants a situation where she gives her daughter everything she wants, so that she will never have to be with a man because of money. And of course, people had just like you turned up your nose at the mainland thing. For the mainland
No, I
thing,
don't know.
okay, for the mainland thing, she was like, everything she does is on the mainland. She feels like since everything she does is on the mainland, he should also be where they can act. If not, at least let them find a common place that is easier for them to get to. If you live in Lagos, you know how hard it is. But I know people will turn up their nose. Most people in the comment section were turning up their nose.
Okay.
Noses at it.
So I don't. Okay, a lot of you actually one way or the other woke up one day, or should I say, grew up saying that, oh, I'm not good at this type of relationship. I'll prefer my husband staying in Nigeria. You had your reasons why you chose that. Why you prefer somebody being in Nigeria, or maybe somebody be like, oh, me, I prefer this type of relationship. I don't mind traveling. I don't mind going to meet people different places. So I just feel like it's the same way when it comes to mainland island. For me, I'm just saying, because I can tell you, I can tell you that, look, I don't have, how do you call it? I can't have somebody, not because I can't date somebody. There are a lot of rich guys over there, but traffic, seeing you every time, the stress that comes with it.
It's
Waking
even
up
on
early-
both of you, sir.
Exactly, waking up very early. So I don't think maybe she's trying to say that she wouldn't want this.
down on
Now,
the people.
speaking about she providing for her kids, it's all her dreams. I don't know about certain people though, but lately, there's no way a girl that has gone to the best of schools. I don't know, people say it happens that they'll still go
Oh,
for
it
somebody
happens. I've seen it.
who have gone for a low class person. But me, I've always told people, I've always said it. Fine, I know that my parents tried to give me to the best of education. I went to good school. I'm speaking well. I don't see the reason why I'll go. The reason maybe my husband is just speaking very well. Now our finances are not good. We get married, and then we now have our kids. We now say we don't have money. Let's take our children to one of these nearby school. Then my daughter will come. I'm like, oh, would you want some water? Then my daughter is like, mommy, you get water. I'm just saying. So I'm just trying to look at it like at this stage in our life. Sometimes forget love. We need to start thinking about how our children, what we're going to provide for them. So I just feel like it's okay for her to feel like she has had all these things all her life. So why would she deprive her daughter, all in the name that I love this person, to have to be with him? So truthfully, I really don't see anything about what she wrote.
Anyway, she was very clear to.
That one is a very clear person.
She was very clear to say she doesn't see anything wrong with living on the mainland. She's just saying that personally for her that
That's her
it's
view.
not going to be visible.
It's her
Of course,
choice, it's her
people
view.
turned up their nose. It has something to do with Britain. Just like you said, I like the way you put it. It's like looking at it from the long distance angle, and so I like the way you put it. So,
Please,
Hey.
sorry. Who is that?
well, it's not the person's fault.
Who is that? Like, who is that?
Nah, the way they spell name. What is this one? May.
Who?
Mary.
Spell
Them now.
Why they
Tell
spell?
her, remove. Tell her I'm on air, and then
It has
reduce
just
I'll
silence
put it
it.
on silent.
It has stopped.
Please charge for me, I beg.
Please charge it back. Should we continue?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Excuse me. Sorry, she's on air right now. Huh?
You tell her I'm on air.
She's on air right now. They'll come break up.
Mary. How can I break up with a woman? I don't do women, please.
anyways, I think most people online are just they're focused on so many like they want to just pick. They feel like you're saying something bad that they don't even sit down to maybe think, okay, preferences, it's a personal opinion.
To
And
find
the
the
fact
right
that she
data.
was very clear. And you know how some of these blogs will even title the thing, so some people will not even watch
It's
the
your
full video.
choice. Like, it's your choice. This is what you want.
Mm.
We have some people actually go and said, me, I must marry an Indian. and they'll go for it.
So there's a time. In fact, let me not end
okay.
myself.
Why do I feel like you also have a story?
No, I was young. Nana, I was so stupid when I was young. I'm
No.
going to be the first person to tell you that I had zero sense when I was young. I had zero sense.
Okay.
But let's not.
I thought she come to gist us a
No, I
story.
don't want to
This
gist
is
you
the way I
because-
started sitting down.
Because
I get
it
this
is,
gist
it
before
is
this
going
year
to
end.
remain on. No, let me not end myself. But just know that I did not have sense when I was young. I was one of those people. God,
Okay.
I cringe when I think of some of the things I used to do. Anyways, next story.
Okay, so Ahmed's story I think has been like number one. I think after during the week it was still number one. I think a couple of times. Well, I'm thinking about Mommy G and Mommy Z, and a lot of women are following this story about Deborah, an ex-user who actually came up right after a lady actually already tweeted talking about the fact that her friend wakes up at 5 a.m. to cook for her husband. Now, she also came in to reply that message where, according to her, she was saying that she wasn't an early morning riser. But then, when she found out that her husband actually goes to work and eats from a colleague who brings 2 spoons to work, that was when she started waking up around 4:30.
It's important to know this colleague is a female.
Exactly. Now, started working around 4:45 a.m. to actually, 4:50 a.m. to actually cook for her husband. Okay. Now, it got a lot of negative and positive. A lot of people were like, wow. Now, before that, there was already a trend that was ongoing where men were kind of confused why most ladies were tweeting and were on X saying that they can't actually wake up at 3 o'clock to cook for their man or 2 o'clock to cook for their man. Okay? Some people felt like it was a no-no. Now, it got a lot of mixed feelings and everything. Some people started donating, giving her gifts, cash prizes, houses, this, that, all for waking up at 4:50 to cook for your husband. But Asia, let me ask you, what was your reaction when you saw this story?
So till today
Mhm.
that we came and talked about it before we got on air. I didn't understand. I felt there had to be more to the story than the fact that this woman just woke up and said she has been cooking for her husband and that is why people were giving. I mean, I saw a screenshot of her posting her account over 2 million. Again, I'm sorry. It goes to the fact where I say Nigerians we enable nonsense.
Okay.
Point
At least for the
blank
first time,
period.
somebody supporting Daniel Reagan. Daniel Reagan just said the same thing.
We enable nonsense.
Misplaced priority.
First of all, she cooks for her husband. Kudos to her.
They stay in Lagos.
She cooks for her husband. It's fine. It's okay. She can do that. If they don't cook for her husband, it is not my family problem. What is my business? I do not know what their story is, whether you cook or whether you don't cook. So why are we rewarding? You people really lack what to do with money.
Well,
I
some people
saw-
were saying that they were doing it because of that statement. Now, some people were also
To
saying that,
pepper the people that don't cook.
that feminists. I was like, does everything have to be tagged feminist?
Again, I have said this and I will still say it again. Feminism has nothing to do with if you cook for your husband or you don't. I'm saying it again. Feminism, I know that there are people on X who have made it seem that way, but feminism has nothing to do with when you cook for your husband or not. Wake up by 2 o'clock and cook, or wake
First
up
of
by
all,
3 o'clock.
have you also
and
thought
cook.
about the fact that what if the
Oh,
school
God,
is
what
actually, what if the
about-
school is also far away from here? What if she has to wake up that early? To
I
to
think
cook?
the points most people were making, because I followed some snippets of the conversation, was like they were saying things. Oh wow! Now wow! I think
Okay,
they actually gave like, so they want to change over to Neighbor. Can I still go ahead, right?
Yes.
I think the point most people were trying to make earlier on was they were complaining about how can there be a man in the house and you wake up by 5 to cook for the man and prepare the children to school and the man is just sleeping and then waking up, picking up lunch, didn't prepare kids, and that was the point where people were arguing about. Now, I want to be very real. As someone who is an African, if you see an African man that will do that, at least help you bath the pikin while you put out the clothes, you are very, very lucky. I don't. It's not a culture thing
It's
for
not
us
normal.
in Africa for it to happen.
Even
Am
when-
I saying that I
even when a man
like
is
it?
doing it, his friends will say, what
Why
do
are
mean
you
by
doing
that?
it? Am I saying I like it? No. Am I saying I'm in support of it? No. But would I expect it? I would also expect it. That's why sometimes I'm actually happy when people get married to foreigners. I'm not even going to say white people, because even a black American outside will do it when you see, when people get married to foreigners and they divide chores like that. I mean, if somebody's making lunch for us to pack to work, somebody should at least bathe the children. Not you are bathing, you are dragging. Sometimes you see a woman that even has a baby that is not going to school, but you have a toddler that is going to school. You are dragging the toddler, you are dragging the baby. You are now still making food for them. So that was the point. The so-called, I'm sorry to say, so-called feminism. That's where the angle they were coming in from. So what are you
I would
peppering
want
people?
us to really take a look at the story very well. I'm so sorry. Before we move to the next one, now, this is somebody who says she's not an early morning riser, but then she had to start doing it when she noticed that her husband has been eating from a colleague. The colleague has been, the word was has been, bringing 2 spoons. Meaning it's not the first, it's not the second. So your husband, excuse me, beggy, he told, so your husband eats from certain people.
So much so the person had to bring a second spoon.
A second spoon. Maybe probably she's bringing beans and plantain and he really, really enjoys it. Now, maybe the husband would have come home and say, hey, wifey, guess what? Today my colleague brought 2 spoons, so I really enjoyed the meal that she brought. So due to that, guiding your territory, protecting it.
So it's even
Now,
insecurity.
were you trying to tell us that as a woman, which society is feeling like you're supposed to wake up early to cook for your husband, you were actually not doing it? It's something hard to trigger. First of all, we have to even say congratulations to the woman who was bringing 2 spoons. Are they not the same women? That woman brought 2 spoons. She used to wake up very early in the morning, but she didn't come on social media and brag about it though. See, I just feel like when we are supporting things, support it very well. Waking up at 5, our parents, during the time we actually wake up to make sure we are okay. My mother will fry plantain, do tea for all of us to go to school before she now take care of the father and everything in the house. It was a normal thing. Some of us are even having inbuilt 5 a.m. alarm in us. Because me, when I woke up high school, not because of cooking, no, but like high school, wake up very early. So that natural waking up early is in some of us already.
Let me say this. As somebody who wakes up early, I still don't go, and it's not every day that I can't even go and make. I'm not saying I'm proud of it. I'm just saying that I don't like cooking. I think I've said that on this show before. I actually do not like cooking. So take from that what you will.
I just feel, for me, at the end of the day, I was telling somebody that probably is just her time. If you're going to take it to the supernatural realm, or we're going to go supernatural, let's just say that God has answered her prayer. It was her time for her to be rich. That is it. At the end of the day, do what was given to you. It's up to you to turn it to turning what lemon into lemonade. If you're going to make it into something good.
She's not an influencer. I'm sure people also followed her. I'm sure her follower count also jumped up, right?
I did though. They won't say she's going to be verified very soon. Just sit there.
She'll go, and because people are now going to be looking out for what she will say, so she'll realize
that at the end of the day, I'm still asking Nigerians what was the essence of the giving her. I'm still
you are rewarding her for taking care of her,
or waking up because of 2 spoons.
It doesn't make sense. Okay, so now you've rewarded her. What next?
Someone was saying that she needs to open a women's show. So women's show for what? Because she woke up for a women's show for
No, let's go. Let's go.
Let's get to that
women's show. To show women how to.
I don't talking to women that these are the kind of women that society wants, that they should marry well.
Yeah.
Women category, when you go on a date, you ask your husband, I woke up at 5:30, part of it, it's part of the CV. You add it.
Okay, still hammering on women and how they are, I guess. If you marry a woman who isn't submissive, pressure her with polygamy and she will change. Nigerian man advises men.
He was saying that his wife is scared of the word polygamy. In this Nigeria.
I don't think.
First of all, what's your definition of submissive? African men in the word submissive. What is your definition of submissive?
What is your definition of submissive, Olana?
Me, submissive. Isn't it respect? I don't even know how to put it. Respect is one, but I think respect, that's it for me. Respect and building a home together, for me, I don't know, but I don't know. But in this part of the world, bending down, going down your knees.
So there's a school of thoughts for people who think you have to call my lord, my lord, my lord. That's submission. I don't think that is it. I think submission is just like the respect. And then I still always remember, I know this is, I've forgotten her name, but she's a very prominent, I wouldn't say she's a pastor, but she said something. The submission, that to her, submission is she has money to buy tickets and go to America, and her husband says, don't go for so and so reason, and she stays back. It's not when you are submitting when you know that you couldn't even do the thing anyways, and you are submitting because of. I think women rightly have a problem with the word submission because of the way certain people, not everybody, has tagged this submission and make it seem like I hate to say this, but even my own personal mom, for her submission is saying I don't want to use a very personal story now, but for her submission is saying if I say sit here, sit there, you sit there, even though there's water there and electricity, there's a wire there to electricity you, but because they say sit here, sit here, that's the assumption I have a problem with. I'm not even ashamed to say. If even a man of God has once said this to me, if as a man, if in your submission you want to her to submit to the detriment of herself, then that's not what God
Which
called
in a
you
lot
to
of
do.
marriages is like that.
Exactly.
So that's why I'm just wondering for this man's sake. My question is because the fact that you bring a second wife or a third wife or a fourth wife into the home, first of all, you're also not thinking about yourself, the problems that is going to follow, the issue, your finances, and everything. See, when they write for social media, you guys should be sure what you are writing.
They don't do
you just
it.
don't wake up
My
and start
thing is,
writing.
so now your marriage is now a thing of
because your wife
you
is
people are
scared
not
of polygamy.
You people are not
Your wife
married
is scared
now.
of polygamy because she's scared of. But that means your wife is not a submissive woman. So because so she's just like, for instance, it's a child. I'm going to carry that dog and come and bite you. Mommy. So that's what you're trying to say.
So you are ruling your house like a dictator.
Yes.
They don't respect you.
So whenever your wife does,
they respect polygamy. They don't respect
exactly.
you.
So whenever your wife does, you be like, I'm going to marry another woman. You see, you used to threaten her
like,
every
is
single
she
day
a
of her
child?
life.
Like I'll tell my son, I'll take away your phone for doing something. And if that's what you people want to do, then fine.
Then your wife will come and be begging, don't now change, don't.
Still speaking on marriage and all that. I also saw, I think it was a Reddit thread that a man said, if as a husband, in fact this one, not even here, it was abroad, if as a husband you don't want to be helping around the house, this is the hack I'll give you. Offer to be helping, and then when they ask you to help, but do it so wrongly that she will not want you to be helping. For instance, one man came and said, she said I should make a bottle for the baby. Every time I'll make it either too hot or too cold, till she now said thank you for helping, but don't worry, be sitting down so that you won't be helping again.
That's stupidity.
I'm like saying, wow.
That's for your own child.
So that too hot, are you not afraid that when you put it in the mouth it will burn the child? And it's so many men upvote, so many men were upvoting it like, oh, we're going to use this, I'm like, wow.
Oh, mommy, I pray to God I marry right child. Because I help her. That's it. I don't marry anybody. I don't know, child.
Alright. Anyways, still on a lighter note, leaving the whole marriage thing, even though on our last story we'll come back to it in another way. But let's talk a Tribe of Judah. Have you seen a Tribe of Judah?
Yes, I have seen
No, I haven't seen it. My sister saw it. In fact, I think I should make time and see it today.
I have seen the movie.
I'll see it today.
And it's a relatable movie.
I'll see it
A
today.
mother with 5 children. One of my favorite part of the movie.
Do not tell me anything. Stop. If you know you're going to give me a spoiler.
I'm just trying to what I learned. In as much as she had the kids from 5 different men, there was this. After all, life must go on. Life must go on. Doesn't mean that I'm supposed to still look down on myself and not work and strive hard.
Okay.
So,
anyway,
it's a movie.
A Tribe of Judah becomes the first Nollywood film to hit 1 billion naira. Like that is huge. Funke right now holds the top 3 grossing movies in Nigeria. She holds Omogeto. The 3 top grossing movies of all time in Nollywood is now being held by Funke. Like,
I don't know how she chooses her character, but every character she goes for to play a certain role.
And the way she does her marketing also.
And marketing everything.
You know what? I'm going to watch that film today. One time, in fairness, I'll watch it today. I don't know. Anyway, I know why I'm going to watch it. But yeah, congratulations to her. Anyways, on our final story for our social media friends.
Okay.
I have a question. It's a question. So, if you found out your mother was cheating on your husband. Let me say that again. If you found out your mother was having an affair, like actively cheating with your husband, what would you do? Now, before you answer, this question is coming from in the past week. I think in the past 2 weeks, I've seen 2 women, foreign women, not Nigerian. They've come out on TikTok and made stories about how their husband was actively sleeping with their mom. And both of them, one common thread that I noticed in both of them was both of them this thing was happening around the time they either gave birth or were pregnant. One, the mom was even living with them. One, the mom lived like some few houses away. So how would you deal with that situation? Because it's one thing for the man to step out with an unknown person.
The truth is, it's kind of a weird question. And secondly, like after I really thought of something like I don't even think I don't want to think
You
about
think
it.
about it as something that will happen.
Yeah, exactly. But Lorraine, what would I do? I'll let go of the marriage. I don't know, but I'm so sorry. But I know we always preach divorce, but I think I'm the few people in this world or on this earth that basically doesn't know how to stress on issues. And I don't know how to hold on with
you. There's so many
things for that long. If you slept with my mom.
Okay, so you divorce the man.
Yeah.
And then what will you do with your mom?
I can't disown my mom. See, as I said, I'm only talking based on it has not happened to me before. Even because I love my mom, so I can't really see that picture going on. So the truth is,
it's a hypothetical.
Yeah.
So you divorce the man, but you still do chummy with your.
You want me to let go of my mom?
No. Abroad, they do what they call low contact or no contact.
See, that's abroad. There's a relationship. My mom is different. My husband, like, she didn't tie you down. You did it because you wanted to do it too. And besides,
but what would that do for your
there's
trust?
no way that you will just wake up and you will start doing it. It's maybe it has been happening.
So what would that do for your trust with her moving forward?
My trust with my mom. Well, there's going to be that part of you that will be scared to actually want to get married and introduce her. Just like, for instance, but as I said, I don't want to think about it. I don't think it's going to happen to me. So I don't want to think about it. And even hyper, whatever, it's not going to happen. That's it.
Yeah,
if you had said a friend or somebody, then I would have been able to answer with my full chest. But my mom, no way. I don't think it's ever going to happen. Like, I'm so 100% no, it's not going to happen. Even if life was supposed to bring them back, I don't think it's going to happen.
Personally, both of you are gone.
Okay.
I'm not even joking. Both of you are gone. I cannot trust both of you. It's too close to home. You remember, before we started the show, I said I don't have a problem with cheating, right? Cheating to me personally is not a deal breaker. I don't know why, but the kind of cheating is a deal breaker. And this kind of cheating, sleeping with a mother, sleeping with a sister, sleeping with a house help inside, sleeping with my best friend, those are the kind of cheatings that I draw the line on. Can you please, there are so many women out there, can you find somebody I do not know for crying out loud? Then mother, I could never trust you. Both of you are out.
I'm just wondering,
like I'm not there's
But
nothing that can lead to it. Even if you see her naked, oh Benny, close your eyes. Be going face forward. Her on his own part. Even if he gives you 1 billion. Ask me to sleep with and open my legs like this for him. Don't do the opening for me. Oh Guinea.
It's crazy.
No matter how lonely you people were, you fell mistakenly inside bed. Come on. It takes two to tango. Two of them, personal. I'm divorcing and I'm going low contact or no contact with her because I can't trust her moving forward. Like one next to you, how would your eye enter your daughter's man?
Because that's what I'm saying. That if it was someone else, I would have been able to talk like really, really bad.
Anyway, I think I feel like I'm very different. I'm very weird in that way, being that for somebody who grew up in Africa, like grew up here, brought up here, I'm very weird. I believe family is earned, not a given. I'm sorry. The fact that we share blood does not mean it is unconditional. We have to keep earning, both of us. We have to keep earning. If you've done me something, you don't want that thing you see story, they say, but you are family, and you are killing me, and I'm saying, but you are family, let me give it. Oh, okay. Oh, I cannot do. Personally, I cannot. I really cannot. So, yeah.
Well,
anyways, that was our show for today.
Well, I think it was kind of like a mouthful. There were a whole lot.
It's too much happening.
Some of the stories are naturally draining. Some of the stories are actually
mentally draining. I want to have a week of nothing happening.
I think one of these weeks we should just go for the laughs. But then, unfortunately, social media, everything has to be said on this show.
It never stops.
Okay.
It never stops. Anyways, we will see you same place, same time. And yeah, I'm your host, Asian Nkut.
Of course, my name is Nana Bina. Make sure you have an amazing weekend. Yeah, stay safe.
Bye.
Like me, for instance, my sister. If I'm getting married, like I don't think I can be comfortable with my sister alone with my husband.
Why? Anyway, it depends on the sister and it depends on the man. Do you understand?
It's not that. I know my reasons.
You don't trust your sister.
I don't trust her more.
Okay, your own personal
My own
sister.
blood.
If you can't knock your man.
There's this movie I'll let you watch on YouTube. I'm not going to say much. Just watch it and then you understand. I can't leave my cats or my candy for my sister.
Yeah, see, like.
On my yeah.
I can't. Like I can't leave it for my sister.
Anyway, let me end it and then we'll talk this talk.
I can't leave it for my sister.
Please bring it for me.
Even when I'm getting married, I will not even like how do we call it? Introduce. Take some time before.
Oh, okay. Anyways, hold on, Nana. That was our show for today. I'm going to sign off now because we overshot our time. Like, look at the time. We overshot our time. And also, I want to go. I want to eat. And I actually do want to go and watch The Tribe of Judah. So I want to check the time now. So, yeah. All right, bye.
Do you know how that Tribe of Judah, my friend downloaded it from?